Hi, this is Chloe here at innerwhispers.co.uk. For today I am going to be unboxing the new Choice TdM by Rosario Salerno. And Rosario reached out to me when he was running his crowdfunding campaign. And so there's an interview here on this channel with him as well, where you can find out a little bit more about his inspiration for these cards, which he created, I think it says, between 2015 and 2017, between Berlin and Ferraro. So the cards have a very modern feel, at least to the people cards on them, and they're based on people that he met in clubs and so forth, so there's quite an edge to some of the stuff. I think it's a lot of fun, and there's also a softer edge to it in the sense that Rosario has included flowers in the cards, in the pips, seeing as it is a Marseille style deck with just very simple pips, but he's added in flower meanings to the cards, which I think could work really nicely. So let's have a look and see. So here we are with this Kickstarter funded new Choice TdM. Let's break through the plastic. So created by Rosario Salerno, Berlin and Ferraro, 2015 to 2017, and it's a special numbered edition, so that little bit, and that's that. So a nice quality box. Hopefully the cards will be likewise. So the box is quite sturdy and very pretty pattern inside. We have a little white book, which is pretty small, but you know, it's a little white book. So there's that, and a picture of his funny fool. I like him. And then we dive into the cards themselves. So straight away, nice box and matching card backs and gilt edges. And yes, interesting. They don't feel slippy at all. They have a very nice texture actually. And straight away I'm struck by the colours. I mean, I love his red hiking boots that match his red staff, and there's traces of that in his jacket as well. Some of it looks very traditional, and yet it also, you know, this fool with his butt hanging out and a blue dog that looks like it's going to take a bite out of it. And he's got this very kind of modern hairstyle as well. So a real, like a face that you could meet on the street. Yeah, I can see straight away what Rosario is aiming for, shall we say. I really like as well the way that the edges have been done. It's kind of an old-fashioned look, very nice. The magician with all of his implements, very traditional up here, and then like the funky boots and the moustache and whatnot, so that's a fun take. A quite different papesse. I love her boots, very cool. She's got a little egg by her side, so clearly the influence of Jodorowsky showing through. The Empress with funky green bits in her hair and kind of ballet slipper shoes, frilly blue tutu, and the lovely little moon sign in there as well. So there's a lot of traditional symbolism and also a lot of funky, fun kind of symbolism too. The Emperor is very minimally cloaked, very hunky. He certainly, it's interesting, his kind of beard and hair is far more traditional, and then we have this kind of funky modern body that looks younger than his face and hair. Definite old pope, and yet with young and funky acolytes with Mohican and what have you. Definite choices feel here with l'amoureux, the plural, and she definitely looks like she could be pregnant. So wow. Rather BDSM chariot with the body of his ponies. And I do like just, this is funky red top with the black leather bits in between. Ah, this is a lovely hermit. I hadn't seen this card before, and he's got a real Hindu sage look to him. Very nice. The Wheel of Fortune. She looks almost like an elf, this strange sphinx figure. Ah, and I love her as well. Very funky feathered headdress and cool boots. So there's this real vibe in this deck, which is a lot of fun. BDSM style wrapping around his chest. Yeah, and the funky boots again. I do like the funky boots. A lot of Jodorowsky style stuff here in the colouring of death, which is just with the number and no title, as is very traditional. And Temperance. A very naughty devil. No prudism here. And the House of God, or the Tower. A beautiful star. I love her henna tattoos as well. So yes, very, I don't know, it's not exactly realist, it's cartoony type style, but very gentle and approachable is how I would define these figures. Oh wow, that moon is amazing. I love her, absolutely amazing. Look at that face. And here, yeah. There's a lot of fun and a lot of skin in this deck, put it this way. Not for the prurient. Interesting point on the forehead of the angel, calling people up. And our dancer on the world. So then we move into the pips cards, and these are traditional style but with flower symbolism added in, and very beautifully done. I mean, look at the artistry on that. The colours are stunning and the flowers are gorgeous. Very varied and different symbolism here. So with the vine wrapping round. I'm going to have to check out what these flowers are. I'm tempted to say hyacinth, and I have no idea why. I'm probably totally off base because I'm not great with my plants. But just the colour and the symbolism is lovely. Daffodils here, one of my favourite flowers. So all of these, very charming, very nice, and traditional. Then we have the court cards, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Moving into the cups. So, as ever, it's a kind of title card, the Two of Cups, with the fun fish, except that they're also people. And poppies. That almost looks like garlic, but hey, could be anything. Like I say, I'm really not great on flowers, but they're beautiful. It's almost like what would you call it? Not anatomical, but botanical imagery of the time of the Tarot de Marseille, that you would find this in a botanical book of that time, that sort of beautiful line drawing, and the colouring is just stunning. I think, really lovely. And our Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, with a heart tattoo on her chest. King of Cups, got a matching one, his and hers, and a very hippie kind of Knight of Cups. Moving into the Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is also in a traditional title card style, with the name Rosario Salerno and New Choice Tarot 2017. Then we have some more lovely flowers. An eagle shield inside the Four of Pentacles. So these cards really are just lovely, really beautifully created and very fun and funky. Page of Pentacles. Oh wow, very strong looking Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, who I believe is, yeah, the chap on the box. And the Knight of Pentacles. Not sure I would want to go riding around in shorts, but hey. Now we move into the wands. Huge, great big wand here in the ace. Then these lovely crossed wands, very clearly distinguishable from the swords, both by the colour and, of course, being straight rather than curved. But it's more apparent in this deck than it is sometimes, I believe. And we have our Knight of Wands with a Death tattoo, so that'll make interesting plays. Our Queen of Wands with a conical bra. Our King of Wands looking very louche. And our Knight of Wands. So there we have it, the new Choice Tarot de Marseille. With gilt edges, some people do worry about shuffling and riffling, but I will give it a go. So they riffle very smoothly and easily, really good feel to them. They don't fit all in one hand, so there's quite a thick, solid cardstock, and so despite the gilt edging, it feels like it would be pretty durable. Yeah. Three of Swords. Let's see what Rosario has to say about the Three of Swords. So he says, the still immature intellect acts spontaneously and discerns no difference between believing and knowing. Roses refer to a blossoming love for poetry. Well, I've always loved poetry. No difference between believing and knowing. So asking us perhaps to question what we feel we believe, what we believe we know. Yeah, bringing a little bit of discernment and perhaps noticing, is it a rose? Does it have thorns? How sweet does it smell? Are these things really true? Do we just think it's beautiful? Or is there something hidden from us? Blessed be.